of the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down.
Good morning, San Martin sports listeners. I am your host, Erica Saldo, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in every single Tuesday. This whole hour is Saturday about teen athletes. Woo! And all those people and businesses that support those teen athletes. We got one teen stud in the house. Yeah, you're not texting?
No, I'm looking.
No.
Woo!
That's what I like. Look at those questions for the interview. I told you to be prepared. You know when I like you to rock it. Sam Russell's in the house. Put your hands together. Sam, what's your number? I don't even know what your number is in baseball.
14. It was 14 this year, but I'm normally 7.
I love 7. That's a good number, 7. 2 of those is 14, so that's all right.
Yep.
I like that. And you boil that down to 5. What's 5? Numerology speaking. Well, you got to look that up. You don't know? Yeah, I'll have to look it up. We'll do that at the break. I know. What's that? Huh?
What do I look like? An oracle?
I know, exactly. Not yet. Next show.
That's
I know, really. Rub that head.
Here we are.
I know.
We're in September.
We are
after
blessed.
Labor Day.
I love it.
It's crazy.
You know, we've had so much. We have this epic flu, bug, plague, or whatever. I don't know. Dominique.
Excuse me?
I know.
What?
I didn't get it. I put a white light around me, and no, I didn't get the flu shot. We don't even go talk about shots and flu shots. That's a whole show.
No, never do it.
Shot?
I have in 30 or 40 years.
Never.
Never.
See, I'm with you.
I'd rather get it and let my immune system
right here,
get strong.
Right here.
Yes.
Well, I've been living with the flu.
Well,
I just put a white light around me. I'm all about that whole manifesting, whatever.
Well, you can either put a white light or a hazmat suit around you. Either or.
I'm not going to get it. And I've lived
or better
with
yet, put a hazmat suit around Dominique.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. Well, she's been out for 5 days, and I carried her like down to. Got to put my hands together. To Brian Falk, man.
Yeah, he
did the whole. He massaged her nasal cavities. He did it, and then that was the turning point.
Yeah.
And honestly, I mean, she basically rose. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
5 days in bed, didn't move. I've known her for so many years.
Mm-hmm.
Never seen her sick, and she'll do all the Ayurvedic. She's so funny. She carried in like a whole bag of like aisle 13 at whatever Lassen's. Aisle 13.
Yeah.
And I take the like silver silk. I mean, I couldn't even
all that stuff.
I know, she took the whole thing, and then we walked out with like another half a bag of whatever. I said, give her that, spray that, whatever, because I want to make sure she has everything. And the next day, though, seriously, I mean, she looked like a pincushion. I tried to take pictures, but I didn't want to move. I didn't know the energy. Then he's doing the saying, and then the music, and then the lighting. Put the white light on her, and then he starts with the bowl because he's into sound. You know, he did the smell with his PhD. He's got the doctor now. He did the PhD, but then he walks in out of nowhere because he's got the combined living and it was beautiful. I don't know why, because you could hear the water. Have you been down there?
I was there Thursday.
Beautiful, isn't it?
For a 1-hour treatment.
It's a beautiful clinic.
I was going to say pin cushions. You got that in my head now.
Yeah, sorry.
Acupuncture.
Yeah, did the whole.
The cupping.
Cupping, did the whole thing.
The massage.
Yeah.
The stones.
Yeah, did the stones.
Yeah.
Did the full
did the
mounting.
stones.
So did you do the bowl?
I conducted an interview with him while we were doing this whole thing. Yeah,
nice.
we didn't record it, though. I'll have to try that next time.
Did you do the bowl? Did he do the bowl?
I did not do the bowl.
No, the bowl was not.
Not this time.
I think it was in F.
I think it's G flat. Is what
was it? No, it was in F. It was
know.
F. I can hear. I'm really good.
All I know is I think it's great that his living space is adjacent to his workspace. You know, should we all be that lucky? Not that I necessarily want to live upstairs from the radio station.
On State Street.
I think that's the way it ought to be.
I like State Street.
They need to open up their minds and their eyes to the reality that you would have people who are actually living on State Street, who could keep an eye on State Street for one, but also are going to be customers of people up and down State Street and drawing others in as well. I mean, I don't know. It's.
I'm going to break with rank right now because we got Vandana Kare in the house. Let's just go like this.
Hey.
Put your hands on that right there. We always say they're in the quiet room, but we have such a short. We have a short field today because I didn't finish because Dominique contaminated the whole thing because everybody's sick now. I mean, Dominique, we love you and everything, but you said hello and visited the whole cast and crew, and everybody is sick now except for me, and who's left over here. And then we have Barbara Potter in the house. Well, yeah.
All right, Barbara.
Yeah, and Sam Russell, and then you and I are the only people that are not sick.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, because this is a bad flu.
Well, let me tell you.
You know, and
there would be those
right.
who could make a strong argument for
Right.
my sickness, but it's not the flu. It's a whole nother thing. We actually, Barbara and
Vandana.
Vandana. I say
Vandana.
Vandana. I want to do it my way.
Vandana.
Vandana.
That's a correct
had a
pronunciation.
wonderful
Did I do it
conversation in the
right?
green
Yes,
room.
See?
Vandana.
Vandana.
Yeah, we had a wonderful conversation in the green room.
Yeah.
Did our own show, and now
Really?
we're here doing this show.
I think you're going to re-interview him because she's fascinating.
Yeah. Oh, she is.
No, she is. And you want to see my henna? Look at that. It's still there.
Beautiful.
I think they did the permanent on mine and they're messing with me.
That
Look at
is
it.
beautiful.
I know. Look at it. It's. I know.
Lovely
Everyone,
color,
look at.
too.
Yeah, look at yours. See yours, but look at this. See. I know, but see, I'm not from this planet. Oops, don't tell. But look, see, it is because look at my face. I'm allergic to the resin, and look, see, this is.
It's
Look.
very pretty.
Did
And
you do
color
the
is
permanent on mine?
gorgeous.
Because my kids want to think that they don't believe me. They said, "Mommy, you got a tattoo." And no, serious. Like, and look, right? I mean, because she's laughing on the whole time she did it. Vandana did mine, and she was laughing the whole time she was doing. I think she
I don't know what you're getting into it.
I know, it's like she did it. She's and look at that smile. Look, it's not coming off. Is
Oh, Mom is going to be so mad.
Yes.
Actually, I'm
and
not.
she sees the tattoo.
I actually did.
Wait till Dad gets
I might
home.
go in. Look at that. See, look, you don't get it. That's the
She's got a
laugh the
great
whole
smile.
time.
What's
She's
wrong with
beautiful.
that?
I love it. I
Lovely.
might keep it.
Very pretty.
I
Yeah.
really like it a
Well,
lot.
let's see how long it's going to stay.
There you go.
It's
We're
not.
going to cross every day on the calendar.
It's
How
not,
many days it has been?
Look at you. It's not coming off. Is
No.
it? I'm serious. This is why you're
And
laughing
it didn't
too.
even hurt, like
no,
tattoo.
nothing.
See?
Yeah,
You know, and
amazing.
it's funny too
As
because
soon as the girl stopped, she knocked her off the table. I mean, she didn't know I got this one. That's kind of how I remember it. Just kidding. I got this one.
I've been contemplating getting a tattoo, but I have two issues that I can't seem to resolve.
I really
What?
like it a lot.
No,
it
it's
fits
very
me,
pretty.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm so glad you showed me. I
Yeah.
was going to ask you later on.
It's a 10.
that how the
It's-
color and everything
it
came out
fits
to
me.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's like, it's very E.
Yeah.
We have to do it again. When are we going to do it again? And I didn't get your text until the last minute, like, because I could have brought my posse. I brought one person because I was afraid. And I was kind of peeking in. I'm like, I just didn't see it. Oh, can you imagine? I would have brought the E train. No, I'm serious. Would have. So many people, can I come? Can I come? I don't know. I just, because you said invitation only.
No, but then that's why I said
I know.
invitation means the people,
Oh.
somebody knows who are coming.
Oh.
I didn't want people walking off this road,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it was my home. That's
Yeah,
why.
I got you.
So I said, no, bring as many friends you want.
We're going to do it again.
Well, we'll do again.
I know. I
Anytime.
loved it.
Yes,
was
anytime.
Oh, we invite you. We're going to do your head.
We can,
No, we are.
I have two issues.
we are. We're going to do his head.
Yeah, great.
Why?
I have two issues that I haven't
If you
been
do
able
your
to
head, I'll
Stop.
donate.
I have two issues that I have to resolve. What I will have a tattoo of, and where.
Okay, so I have a solution. You start with henna because that's not going to be permanent. You'll get a feel of it.
Unless
then
she
you
does
say, you
it.
know what?
Unless she does.
I don't like this place, or I don't like this. That will be trial. It will stay for a few weeks, but that will be the great thing to do it.
Get
See?
an anchor or something. I don't know. Butterfly or a shamrock or I don't know, a mermaid or
They have some really
Mom.
nice headdresses, though. No, they're really nice, cool headdresses.
Mom
Yeah.
will be good.
Yeah, Mom
They
will
do.
love that, huh?
Yes.
Better not use her name. She will not be happy. Anyway, and then of course it's okay. Now where? Where am I going to have this thing tattooed?
You want to just see, or you want other people to see? That would be the
That's-
question to decide first.
That's it. I also know that people, and again, aside from the henna, the actual tattoos, people actually, and I'd like you to elaborate on this, they will actually have symbols tattooed in very specific places on their bodies, sometimes aligning with, say, the chakras.
Chakras,
Some
that's
people will
correct.
have the Om symbol.
Yes.
My wife actually has something like that.
My daughter
and
has
there
Om,
is
big Om right here.
There is an energetic that is, even with a tattoo, is sort of generated. Is that a fair assessment? That if you have a certain symbol placed in a certain place, you can
If you believe in all those things, naturally everything goes to the belief.
Right.
If you don't believe, it doesn't exist. Nothing.
It's just a picture.
Right. Yeah, it's just a picture. But if you start believing and you say, no, it does affect me, so naturally you go by chakras, your energy, because that's what it is, on the top of the head or heart or down there. And then it affects you because you are believing.
Yeah.
Brain is very strong. If you believe, you can move anything you want.
By the way, is a bindi
Bindi.
something that is just adhered to the forehead, or do they have
No.
them sometimes tattooed?
No, it's not tattooed. It's again adhered to it. You change it every day.
Okay, that's what I thought. Because Amrita used to have them, used to wear them.
Speaking
Sam.
of tattoos, I think me and my mom might get matching tattoos when I turn 18.
Nice. I love it.
Yeah.
You're going to get a baseball right on your hip, right?
No, I'm gonna get an infinity sign that says "Mom" in it on my ankle.
Nice.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
So,
I love that.
Either
as you
that or-
said, I think it is tattoos are very personal thing that because you and mom will get it, or
Yeah.
somebody will get with the children, or
There you
somebody
go.
dramatic event happen in their life.
Nice.
They want to have that.
Yeah. I was just thinking, for a baseball player, they ought to get a tattoo of the imprint of a baseball on the side of the head.
No.
I saw one person
Because they got plunked.
I saw one person that got Tommy John, and they used the scar from their Tommy John to make it look like baseball seams on their elbow.
Well, I'll tell you about
Oh, wow.
I'll tell you something. My son, right from the beginning, he was the biggest fan of Pantera band. And he wanted to get their autograph. Naturally, they split up. And then few died also. Every time he went to concert, he asked them to do it, and he went right away. When they wrote it, he went right away and got a tattoo.
Huh.
So he has each person of the
my
band
gosh.
separately, and now 3 of them are dead, I think.
Oh, wow.
So people do that, but it
Yeah.
means to him a lot.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
You
Incredible.
do. You put your stuff out there. It
Yeah,
does. You
absolutely.
know, believing
Absolutely.
is achieving.
I would do that of my 3
That's it.
favorite artists, but unfortunately, they're already dead.
Yeah. yeah.
Missed it by that much.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And this thing. All right, Sam, tell me what's going on at school. You
Yeah,
killing
what's going
it?
on, Sam?
We have a little thing that Sam and I, on his grades and whatnot. So you started off. That's the nice thing when school first start. You're at a 4.0. So where you're at. Or is it? No, they have 5.0 now, right?
No,
Well, we'll start at 4.
Well, you start with nothing, and then what you get your first.
In your mind, it's 4.0. Okay.
Well, I have a 4.0 right
That's
now.
right. That's right. See, that's it.
Yeah,
That's good.
Good.
You start with nothing. I like it.
I like that.
you start with like nothing, not a 0, just like nothing,
Uh-huh.
and then the first grade you get, that's what grade you have.
That's right. And
And I have 2 A pluses and 2 A minuses.
what's all day? That's what I say all day. Okay, on that note, we're going to take a break, all right? And then we're going to be having a whole show. We're going to dedicate that show. And we also got some news. We're going to do a little commercial.
Uh-oh.
Okay, because it's all about the Cancer Center of Santa Barbara this hour. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
Every single Tuesday.
All right, so, rewind a little bit. Had an amazing experience at Vandana's place. And again, I love these little, Santa Barbara is one of these towns where we have these, these little boutique affairs, and we get, any little email pops in, and we met in a kind of fun way.
Very interesting how we met.
I'll just go like that, right? Because of a rooster, really.
If
And,
it wasn't for Rooster,
if
we
it wasn't
wouldn't
for
be
the
meeting.
Roosters, we would have never met. So anyway, so we got past the Roosters, and then I got invited to this great affair, and then it was great. Then I just started talking in the backyard, and I just the universe just put me and sat me down next to Barbara, and she's like, "I know you," and I'm like, "Uh-oh, what did I do?" Because right away I don't know why. She goes, "I just, I don't know if you mentioned Teen Sports Radio, whatever." And then funny as anything is Ann Daly, postmaster of Santa Barbara. She's like, "Oh God," because we're always together, and she's like, "Oh, really again?" Because I usually think I'm getting punked when somebody taps me at the deli, because I always like the free samples, and I have been punked a couple of times. Oh yeah, go up to her and say, "Oh, I know you." You know what I mean? Oh yeah, you know me, sure you do. And it's always with Ann Daly. She's like, "Really again?" It's bad enough when everybody knows you, Ann, right? So, okay, can I try that salami? Oh, can I? Because I like to taste things, because you can see, I like the taste. I'm a taster. So I'm like, And then it was really funny with Barbara. She goes, "No, you're not on at 9 a.m. You're on later than that." And then, no, you're on later than that. Yeah, you like the 3 a.m. show. You're with.
That's true.
Yeah. So here we got Barbara Potter and in the house. And so tell us about your team. And I'm like that little self. Because ePro, my company, E stands for Erica, I've always had to come up with those little jingles and stuff when I've had to self-support my business and my company and everything. But Miracle Chef, cooking up a cure for cancer, I mean, that was just a bang. I mean, it's brilliant. So how'd you guys meet? And let's talk about that.
That's another story, how we met.
Yeah.
I came to Santa Barbara in 98, and I had the little store on State Street. Barbara was always there to look some windrow things, the things you can put that turns into wind. And she walked in the store, saying hello as usual to every customer I say. Next thing we know, we start chatting. And then we chatted. And then she invited me over one time at her party in her home. And after that,
the rest is history.
It's been since 1999. Wow. We have been buddies, the best friend. We are partners in every crime. We have done many things. And the story of getting involved with the cancer walk, not just for Cancer Center of Santa Barbara, we used to be with Relay for Life, and Barbara will tell you how she got involved and then how I got involved with her.
Well, what happened with me is the person that ran this team for Relay for Life, she had some knee operation, and emails had just come out then, and so she sent an email and said, "Anybody want to take over a team?" So I thought, okay, I'll try it. I've never done anything like this in my life. Okay, I'll go for it. And I took over Joanne's team. And then I went into the store and I was telling Vandana, and we were talking. We said, why don't we both become co-captains of this team? And at that time, Vandana had the store, which was the Kite store on State Street. And so we called ourselves Whirlwinds. And we had all these twirly things, and it's a 24-hour walk. It starts at 10 o'clock in the morning and ends 10 o'clock on the Saturday and ends on Sunday. And so you pitch tents and you go. And so we did this, and we were very naive at the time. And we sat there, and it was cold that night because it's a 24-hour, and you stay the 24 hours. And we had tablecloths on us, plastic tablecloths, and the people next to us had tents with food and all that. Well, after that, we started. We got one tent, then we got a bigger tent, and we did Relay for how many years did we do Relay?
We did Relay from 2000 to up to, I would say we did it to 2011, but we took I think one time break in between. But we were awarded we had raised highest amount of money.
Wow.
Several times, and we also had biggest team several times.
Wow. And over the last few years, we have raised for the Cancer Center research quarter of a million
for Total Cancer Center, that nationwide. And then also for Cancer Center of Santa Barbara.
Wow.
We both were very emotional about this whole thing. Yeah. We just didn't do because it's for good cause.
Absolutely.
Right.
Barbara did have
my father-in-law, good friends
with cancer. But when Barbara told me, when she asked me, "Would you like to do with me? Because together we can do this," I didn't have any experience of cancer really, and only personal cancer experience with any friends or families or anyone. But I used to hear a lot of cancer word, and I said, we all come on this earth for some reason, purpose, and I think that was my purpose, meeting Barbara, and then it turned into a cancer thing. So we started the team.
Beautiful. Yeah.
But then in 2004, we then decided to stop with the American Cancer Society and work for the Cancer Center of Santa Barbara.
I love that.
Because we wanted our money to stay locally, because so many people have been touched by cancer in Santa Barbara. Right. And the Cancer Center has done so many wonderful things for people. And so...
And we also, in those years, we came across with many people who are local, our friends, majority who were affected by cancer, who were getting the help and the treatment and everything else what the Cancer Center does, we felt a personal relation.
So that's Santa Barbara County then. That's our county.
No,
right?
we do Santa Barbara City. Santa Barbara
just the
itself.
city. Oh, wow.
But
Great.
they do help.
Yes, they do
Yeah.
help
People
all over.
all around
Nice.
the county.
But the
anybody.
walk takes place in October. It'll
Right.
be the 21st of October. It's always on a Sunday.
Nice.
And there's a 5K walk and a 10K run.
Wow.
And you come, and we actually have our own T-shirts.
Nice.
With Miracle Chefs on our
Nice.
T-shirts.
Aw.
And as you say, we've only done it for those 5-6 years.
7
now.
years. We have
7
done
years.
7 years for Cancer Center of Santa Barbara. We have also brought a lot of our team members who have been with us for Relay for Life. They also came
Nice.
to us. And also we have got new members every year.
Nice.
All our team members who are in our team have been affected one way or the other
Right.
with the cancer.
Nice.
Could be their family or the friends. So the emotions and the feeling is very personal in our team.
Right.
We do this walk to hoping to see that every person in our community or anywhere whom Cancer Center of Santa Barbara can help get help.
Nice. So we want to, like I had mentioned to you, we want to help you by, we have an opening for a commercial. So we definitely want to support you because we absolutely do that for our local businesses and nonprofits that we like, that have been touched, and do so much. And we absolutely, I adore you. We just, sometimes you meet people in life, right? They're like, oh, bam, she's a sister, right? And we haven't even been able to, every time I went, I said, God, Dominique and Vandana, like, God, you're like soul. I mean, every time I want to, like, this is, and then something always falls apart. And I'm
has
like,
been.
I am telling you.
But
that
timing hasn't been
I
quite yet.
know, but I
right?
know, and I know you know that I know because I connect the dots. That's all I ever do. So, and now she's sick again. I don't know what it is with Dominique.
By the way, the next time somebody comes up to you and says, "You look familiar," the great line to come back with is, "Oh, did we meet in a cell somewhere?"
Yeah, right. Thank you. Another dimension.
There you go.
Another dimension.
So, as a medical
yes.
chef, our team,
Yes.
we welcome any new team member who wants to become a team member,
Yes.
anybody who
Yeah.
will join us. We will tell them the Barbara's phone number and email address so
Great.
they can contact her because walk is in October 21st.
Perfect. All right. And then we're going to give Barbara and Dr. D, we're going to hook them up together. Going to get a nice commercial, and we're going to put that out there for a year. And that you're going to see the support just is going to be our light on this show is bright. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Everybody
absolutely.
says it.
Yeah.
I know.
Absolutely.
And we love everybody. We're going to
There
take a
you
break
go.
right now. Fill up
Okay.
your coffee. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show, and I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
Every single Tuesday.
All right, so Barbara, let's cause drama. So if you say one thing and Vandana says another, like, how do you decide? Do you flip a coin? Do you put on soccer boppers? What do you do? Just say
How do we?
How we work together.
do you
as
play
as
like rock,
co-captains.
paper, scissors? What?
I'm the worrywart.
Oh,
And I worry all the time. Are we doing it right? Am I getting enough people?
Yeah.
Are we raising enough money?
Yeah.
And Vandana always says to me, "Don't worry about it.
She's a
it's
shaman.
going to." Yes.
Yeah, she does a
And
fire
so
ceremony.
Basically, I'm
I see fire
the one who
going on
does
a
the
lot over there.
organizing,
There's a
and the
lot
one
of
who gets
scents.
all the people that
I'm like,
come
is
on
that
the
lavender? What's going on over there? No.
She knows me, and she.
But also, we have very definite roles in
Yes.
our team, and that's why it works so well. And we have never have conflict. We never have any kind of because she is amazing in emailing, keeping track, calling them. I am not. I do everything else.
Yeah.
She
So
does the
I'm
money.
the PR, and she is behind
she's
the scene on a
directly
computer.
over.
sending-
She's directly over the wash from my house. Do you know that?
I know that.
Do you see that directly over the wash?
I wanted
I've
one day
heard
just
your
scream,
rooster.
just yell your name.
We don't have a rooster. That's illegal. There's no rooster. I practice. Listen, does it sound like this?
Exactly.
Does it sound like that?
Exactly.
Yeah. See, I practice
Every morning.
It's every morning at 5:16.
Clears your
It's
throat.
it's a larynx. It clears the larynx. But go ahead, Dr. D. Did you want to say something?
I got nothing.
Okay, just wanted. Did you want to say something, Sam?
I think that rooster impression was pretty good.
Did you? Thank
Yeah.
you. I actually had you, so it's really good.
I think we can get you some work in the South 40.
Do you?
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, it's helpful when you I coach a lot. I coach.
You can use one of their old tents.
Right.
You sleep out
Yeah,
there.
It's college cozy. Yeah.
And as the sun is
Sloan
coming up over the
Reale,
horizon.
actually, Sloan Reale uses it in her vocal lessons. It's called roostering.
Ah.
That's right. It's called roostering.
Okay.
She's just telling you guys
She
don't
never
even know
had
anything.
me do that.
No, when you took
I
her
don't-
lessons, voice
yeah,
lessons. No.
She never had me do that. No.
All right. So you were in radio there, Barbara. You said you did radio or no? Am I
No.
thinking of somebody else?
No, I've
Oh,
never
thank
done
you. Thank you for
radio.
throwing the host under the bus. You're supposed to say yes, Erica.
No, I listen to the radio.
Listen. Oh, you listen.
Listen.
To the
Listen to
That's
the
how I.
radio,
That's how I
yes.
messed that up.
I
You're
was
listening.
radio artist in India.
That's it.
I was A-class artist. I used to do plays on
See?
the radio.
What kind
You
of place?
did.
Really?
In plays in India.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
but
Radio
I
theater.
started as a young, and then I was done until 20 years old. I did so they have grading of the artist, and I became A class.
Wow! Look at the face, and that has nothing to do with the radio. But like, you should have been an actress.
Wow.
Has done acting.
I've done a lot of acting.
Wow.
But not in America, only in India.
Serious.
I grew up in India, so I did there.
How do you do, like, no offense, but how do you
Yes.
do a play on the radio?
So it is very difficult.
offense.
No, you're right.
I'm just
It is.
asking.
No, it is a very good question because it is difficult
Yeah.
to create because the whole feelings in your voice and everything, because when you're on the set, that is there, the props are there, and your makeup is there. So you put yourself in a character.
Yeah.
To be standing in front of a microphone and putting yourself in a character, it is hard.
I
But
used,
you do it.
I used to produce radio theater back in the 80s. It's incredible. It's incredible fun. It really is. You must have had a blast. How long did you do that again? For how
I
long?
did for many years. Like I was 13 or 14. I did up to until 20 years.
Wow.
Then I came to this country.
It's an incredible art. It really is. It's just awesome.
Thank you.
I mean, I loved doing it. I was on this side as I am now.
Yeah.
And then we had a director, and he and I would work together after we recorded the voices.
Yeah.
And we laid the sound effects and music and the whole thing, and it was such a blast. Such a blast. So I can only imagine.
Yeah, an interesting part is
Yeah.
they don't know who you are, right?
No.
As an artist, and nobody knows that because you go see play, you know exactly who's doing which
Because you
part.
can see, yeah.
Yeah, so I did one series. They were like one big novel, and we did the acting on played the whole thing. So I did many different episodes, and they will get letters. Who is that young girl in the main character? That voice is so sweet. I want to know. So we used to get a lot of letters, but they will never know who that person is.
How long would it normally take to record, like, a whole play?
It will be like we will do each, depending on the place, how long the play is.
Yeah.
The series that I did, that took each episode, it took us, like, we will do in 2 days, one little act, then other act will do it. But it wasn't that bad. Once you got in there, it just went. It just flew, like the other person standing, other person standing, and we going back and forth saying
Yeah.
it. And majority of the time, I remember very well that we didn't have to redo it. Just few times that, okay, it didn't come out right. You could get those emotions in your voice. But it was pretty easy once we got the flow going.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it didn't take that long, really.
The very first one I did, we spent 18 hours producing it, right? In terms of putting it all together.
Yeah.
And I was so frustrated with the final product. Loved the final product. It was great, but it was only 33 minutes. I'm going, we've spent 18 hours and all we get is 33 minutes? But, it's what a treasure it is once it's done.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so much fun to do, too.
It was
I loved
difficult.
watching the actors.
Yeah. In the beginning, it was difficult for me to get used to because I started as a stage actors instead of going in the radio. But somebody in my neighborhood was living, and they said, you should do that. And I was a young girl.
Yeah.
So I started doing it, but then beginning was harder. But once, because I was here on stage and then here behind the microphone. It's two places.
Did they ever have you do different voices?
No, they
throughout?
didn't.
It was
Only the
pretty much
character what requires what I had to, yeah, but not voices.
Okay. I love the art form. I was trying to do that here. There are some individuals here in Santa Barbara who used to produce radio theater and so forth, and it just hasn't materialized. And I thought Arlington on stage in front of an audience and then broadcast on the radio, and you'd have all the
That would
people
be
there,
great.
and that organ come up from the floor, from the basement, and all that good stuff. And it's still possible, but what a great art form! I grew up listening to E.G. Marshall's Radio Mystery Theater on the CBS Radio Network. And that's how I got hooked. Oh, it was great stuff. Great stuff. So kudos to you for being a part of that.
What did you like better? The more on stage or in the radio, recording in the radio studio?
Adrenaline pumping and excitement was on stage because you have audience in front of you, and that changes a lot. And on any artist, I think.
Yeah.
So that I really loved it.
Quick question before we go to the break. Vandana, how did we do on your, what was the outcome? Better than expected?
Better than expected. We raised close to $1,200.
Wow.
Right.
Fabulous.
Right.
Yes, it was amazing.
Yeah.
And not just the money part.
Yeah, sure.
Every person was so happy.
Yeah.
And
It was
all
outstanding.
enjoyed it.
It was really
they
good.
loved it, their henna,
fun,
and the social part.
Yeah, it was really
Plus,
good.
naturally, the cause that I was doing it there.
Yeah, it was really
So it was a
nice.
great success. And next year,
Yeah.
it'll be more.
Yeah, definitely. I just liked it, and I go, Erica. Michelle Myring was there with Pal, which was really nice. So we definitely had.
We've done a lot of the fundraising because before we used to do a garage sale,
Right.
which would raise the funds, and that always raised, but that was a lot of work.
Right.
And then we did 2 bingos. We did bingo last year and the year before. And but it was getting the gift certificates that made it so difficult for us. But the bingo itself, everybody loved it, and we raised over $2,000, things
In the
like
garage
that.
sale.
In the garage sale, and then also with the bingo, we didn't raise as much. So that's why the henna was fantastic, and it wasn't all the work that had to go into it, except for the ladies that were doing the henna.
And henna thing, how it came all about is
And
a
it was
very
fun.
interesting story too. When I was growing up in India, henna is a very, very big part of as a growing up. On festivals, you put henna. And I just done few times here, there, when it was like 12, 13, 14-year-old. And I've never done henna after that. One day I was talking to somebody, and she said, "Oh, you do henna?" I said, "I don't do henna, but I think I can do it. I paint. I
She's an
know,
artist too.
something." So she said, "You should do for the cancer center thing." And I said, "Are you sure?" She said, yes, I will come."
Yeah.
And her name is Christine Dreyer, and she said, "I'll come." So that's how the whole thing started.
Nice.
And I day before I went and bought the cone to see if I can do it.
Right. Nice.
And then I had a friend I asked, "Could you please help?" And this time I had more ladies to help because I needed. It was harder last time to have so many people and keep doing henna. So it just came out of nothing.
Right.
It's just us chatting about henna, and then Kristen pushed me into it to do it.
Right.
But I also want to say that you are very artistic.
Oh, thank
And
you.
she does fabulous paintings as well. So she's a very talented lady.
Oh, thank you.
And a good friend.
Wow. Okay, I was going to grab some tissues, and we're going to take a little break. Let's take a little break. It's Erica Salda. I'm very, very moved. Very blessed to have opportunity to meet you guys. So let's take a little break. It's Erica Salda, Queen of Teen, will be back with more of these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in every single Tuesday. Fabulous. Sam,
What's up?
I love that. See that? Power. It's a powerful person. So he's wonderful. So, how many balls we doing? Three buckets a day, right?
150 a day.
Not a boy. See that? That's what I'm talking. It's what it takes. It's what it takes. He knows what it takes, and he's got the 4-0. I mean, he's not stopping 3-0. Stop. 3-0. No, that's not what we're doing. Doing 4-0. We're doing 3 buckets. It all depends. I mean, do you want to get to the top, or do you want to count? Are we doing you want to climb up a mogul, or you want to do the mountain? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Serious. What? What are you looking at me for? Okay. Don't you love him?
It's great.
Isn't he?
I can only
Can you hear
throw
those-
about.
Helicopter mom. Right? That's a horrible imitation of a helicopter. I got to practice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, right. Oh, that was like
You
fail.
need to
That was
practice.
fail. You got to take
Hey.
that out.
Hey.
Love that out.
I can only throw maybe 20 to 30 tennis balls for my dog, and then I've got to stop.
Serious? Oh, my God. I had to
Did you play baseball at all when you were
No,
a kid?
never played baseball, but I don't throw it overhand like a pitcher. I do it underhand because it's just a lot easier that way.
Right now,
You got 2 arms.
I know. I realize that.
Alan
Thank you so much for that insight.
Alan Schroeder knows Sam's name by heart. He goes, "Oh, you need a Sam adjustment." I said, "Yes,
A Sam adjustment.
Yeah.
Interesting.
exactly. I call it the Sam adjustment." Exactly.
So, Sam, what is your philosophy in life? Of life?
I don't really have a philosophy. I just kind of go with whatever's happening.
There you go. That'll work.
Just make stuff happen.
Yeah. Oh, make stuff happen.
That's right.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
See?
Excellent.
Starting to
Excellent.
talk like me. That's it. I just figure if he buys into the philosophy that you wrote your own script, I mean, everything is, and then if you look
Yeah.
at it, the veil comes over you. Why wouldn't you not have the outcome that you want? So just don't stress out stuff.
I feel like you have a plan. I feel like you're put here for a purpose for some reason, but I feel like if you really wanted to, you can change that.
Right.
Sure.
Or mess it up.
Or mess it up.
Right.
Either
I
way.
mean, the scripts,
Just own it. That's my point is, especially for your generation, I mean, just own your stuff. Because if you don't own it, then you're not going to learn. You're going to get stuck in a loop. And then you're going to be in this program that you just can't get out of it. So say, oh my God, I messed up. Okay, now I get to move on. Get it?
Yeah, I feel like
Okay, there you
every
go.
night I try to go home and be able to look at myself in the mirror and be like, I did the best I could today.
Right.
See, scripts are not written in concrete, unless, of course, you've written your script in concrete.
Right.
No, really. I mean, it's you can change it anywhere along the way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's say tomorrow you say, you know what? Pitching, that seemed like a great idea, but I saw something new I'd never seen before. That sounds really, I think I want to do that. Then go do it.
Yeah.
That kind of I mean, it's this is only one part of your life. What is the average longevity, shall we say, of a major league pitcher?
Pitcher?
Yeah.
Probably 10 years.
Okay. And say you go in at what, say 20, 22? So you're going to be pretty much done by 32, 33, right?
Yeah.
So what are you going to do the rest of your life?
Be retired because I made millions of dollars.
Yeah, but could you really just sit around and count your money? I mean, wouldn't you want to be doing something else as well? Would you coach or maybe do something else, travel the world, whatever? I mean, what other things do you enjoy doing besides baseball?
Right now, I don't really have anything.
Nothing
any other time besides baseball. That's but I could see myself being a coach or.
There you go. Yeah, teaching after you've done your bit and put left it all out there on the field.
Yeah, I'm looking to coach a fall ball team this year for kids at Goleta Valley, like a 10-year-old team. Or
Great.
12-year-old team.
Great. Yeah. And I wish I had played baseball when I was a kid. It just didn't. It wasn't something that happened. But I love the game.
Yeah.
I love watching the game and just the mental thing. I do the same thing that the manager's doing there in the dugout, but I've got a much better view than he does.
Yeah, I feel like baseball's such a good sport because you just get so close with everyone.
Yeah. I mean, when you, for example, when I was watching the Foresters during the playoffs, and some of the victories that they had coming from behind, that has got to be galvanizing that team together for the next game, and then that galvanizes even further for the next game, and so forth. It's just, it builds an incredible camaraderie.
Yeah, it's like in the beginning of the season, you guys go in as friends and you come out as brothers. It's just it's kind of how it works.
Do you feel that, I mean, again, I don't know if you've had a lot of team experience, but do you feel when you have had that the other players have your back as well as you do theirs? Because you're having their back is throwing strikes, right?
Yeah.
They're having your back is catching those pop flies and getting to those balls as quick as they can to get the outs.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
you feel that connection, that
Yeah,
energy?
on our team this year, we definitely didn't have any kids that didn't like really try. Like everyone cared about the team and wanted to win.
That's it right there. That's it right there. Very cool. Very cool indeed.
Well,
Yeah.
so we're going to go varsity this year, you think?
I'm hoping.
Here you go.
Go for it.
Yeah, but the only problem is they're gonna have a bunch of kids on varsity this year. They have so many that they're gonna have 3 juniors on JV this year.
Right.
So
You want to play.
yeah,
Just go where you want to play.
Yeah.
You're not going to get any better if you play, you know? So we got to walk. We had a 5K walk. So what do we got to do? Let's give some info. So what do you got to do? We got to...
Yes. So what was saying that we are the Miracle Chefs, and we are always happy to get the new members. So if you are interested joining this wonderful team for the Cancer Center Walk and Run on Sunday, October 21st, call Barbara Potter at 805-680-1647 or email her at barb, B-A-R-B, pot, P-O-T, at rpwins.com. She will love to hear from you, and then you will be joining the best team in Santa Barbara for Cancer Center of Santa Barbara.
Miracle Chef cooking up a cure for cancer. These two are trouble. No, these two are great. I'm telling you, they're wonderful. And it's always nice to be on a passionate team. And I had a great time over at their house. So let's take a little break. It's Erica Salda, the Queen of Team. We'll be back with a lot more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in every single Tuesday. All right, again, folks, if you just joined us, we've had a wild show, and again, it's about giving. Really, I always looked at it as giving is really living, and I love just the cancer center here that we have in Santa Barbara, because we're keeping the money local, and my mom passed with cancer, so I really appreciate the services that you ladies are doing here in our community. And I had Vonda and I had a wonderful time at your house. And
Thank
it was I've never been to a henna party, and it was brilliant. And I'm telling you, if this thing doesn't come off, that's okay. You giggled from beginning to end, and I'm telling you, my friends are like, "Oh, it's not henna." I'm like, "Well, if it isn't, it isn't," because everybody else's fell off, and I'm like, "Oh, well, it's all right. Didn't hurt, so thank you. This is awesome."
You're using the wrong kind of sandpaper.
Yeah, I love it. I have so many people.
Actually, it's a henna-colored tattoo is what that
they're
is.
saying is that a tattoo? I mean, that's how good it is.
Yes.
I mean, that's how...
It does look very good.
Yeah, and people come up to you and say, "Oh my," it's like, woo! I mean, especially all the kids I've coached. I've coached 27 years in this town. So it's, "Oh, did you get a tattoo?" "Oh yeah, I'm having a crisis." So it's just like, you haven't heard? Erica's lost it. Oh yeah. So so let's give some more information. So how can we get a hold of you if they want to join your team? You're having a walk. So let's close it out with that.
Well, it's a 5K walk and a 10K run, and it's the 10K run starts at 8 a.m.
Okay.
and the 5K is 8:30.
All right.
And it's all at the Montecito Union School,
starts there.
October the 21st.
Okay.
And they can contact me, Barbara Potter, 805-680-1647,
Okay.
or email barbpot at rpwins with an S on her end, wins.com.
Wins.
Wins, W-I-N-S.
I like that. Wins.
Wins,
I love
yes,
that.
yes.
Wins. Oh, I like that.
And we're raising the dough for the Cancer Center of Santa Barbara.
I love that.
And it's cooking up a cure for cancer.
We love that.
And we will not stop until we do find a cure for cancer.
Exactly.
That is we had made the vow when we started this.
Yes.
Right. That's beautiful. Put your hands together. Love that. Wow. This is a beautiful thing. Are you going to do it? Are you walking?
I've been walking.
Oh, you're a walker. You are a walker.
I have been. I love getting out and walking State Street down to the beach, along the beach.
You're a big walker.
Down the wharf. Yeah. It's as frustrating as I'll get out when I'm not doing well in the feet, ankles, or knees, and I can't.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to get out there and walk, but it hurts too much.
Yeah, you're a big walker.
Right now, I'm doing great. I just saw Brian, and he fixed me all up, and I'm feeling good. And so, yeah, I'm
Isn't
walking.
he amazing?
I love it.
love him.
I love what he does. I really
awesome.
do. He's got a great touch. I mean, and again, normally when you're getting a massage, you're getting treatment, usually you're quiet, right? No. We're sitting there, we're chatting away. Like I said, if I'd had my recorder, we would have completed an hour's interview.
Right. He's awesome.
In the time.
Yeah.
Great information that he's got, great insights, so if you get a chance, get out there and see him.
Yeah, his info is 805-223-0915. He's in CARP.
Yeah.
He just finished his PhD. So I fool around and say doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
He's just his offices, in a manner of speaking, are just outside the entrance to the state beach there in Carp.
Yeah. And those multi-use buildings.
And you know how I found out about that, don't you? Because I wound up in the state park.
I've done that too. And it's good because everybody's chit-chat. And I'm like, oh, hello, chit-chat. And I make the roundabout sign.
Yeah.
Sorry, overshot.
I almost went the wrong way on the
overshot.
road.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so again, 805-223-0915. He's just an amazing spirit. I love Brian.
Absolutely.
And I just wanted to add one more thing. If you can't be on the team, you can still support and you can donate.
Yes.
And you can write a check to Cancer Center of Santa Barbara and send it to us, and we will forward to the Cancer Center.
Yes.
So please don't feel that you couldn't walk. You are still a part of it. You are still donating, and you're going to be walking with us in spirit.
Yes, and you'll get a tax receipt, and we're doing some tax planning here for the end of 2018. So Santa Barbara, we're done. God bless you. See you next week.
You're the best around.